ladies and gents, welcome back to the channel. Behind me is the new Kia Stonic facelift. This is the second facelift in style trim. We're gonna check it out, exterior interior details. So without further ado, let's just jump to the review. Here it is, new beautiful Kia Stonic facelift. So second facelift, as I mentioned, Kia didn't go for the new platform, but the latest facelift is up to date with the rest of the gamma design-wise and technology-wise. I think this is so far the best looking Stonic. We have a style trim in front of us. I already reviewed the GT line trim, the sport trim. In Zurich Auto Show, even did a point of view driving. It was the mild hybrid version petrol. And this one in front of us is the pure petrol. Inside is the 1.0 T-GDi. It's a 3-cylinder turbo petrol producing 100 horsepower. It's a front-wheel drive linked to 7-speed automatic. It's a dual clutch. Let's unlock the car. You can see the beautiful design. Let me show you the key fob. So you can see the car does this little light dent or introduction. So same key fob we saw in the rest of the gamma. Lock, unlock, and hold to unlock the cargo. If you lock it, you can see this Kia goes green. So it's very nice looking. You can see mirrors unfold. This is a very well backed trim, and I personally really like the new design. I like these new daytime running lights. You're gonna see the headlights as well. We're gonna do also a night tour. So let's come a little bit closer. We have this green color. I think this is a non-metallic, so you can choose, of course, different colors. You can see the headlights. The daytime running lights are surrounding the headlight unit. We have these LED projectors, and in the front we have piano black connection. We have the Kia badge, and we have a big air intake at the bottom, a little bit on the top, and we have unpainted black stretching around if you're going to unpaved road. This is a cross, like a mini SUV, if you will. This one has the clear coat. It's a silver piece. It looks nice on this front lip. Now let me back up so you can see the front end of the car. And yeah, again, cross. It's not really super tall. It's taller than the classical hatchback, just a little bit taller, you know, but not a classical SUV. Okay, let's check out the alloys here. We have a 4-spoke alloys. I haven't checked the tire dimension, but I can see some good tires on. Hankook i-Sept. Now, 195/55 R16 should be good comfort and cheap tire. If you need to get the winter and summer set, you get summer set from factory. This is refitted for the winter. Now you can see once again that plastic protection if you're going to unpaved road. Now mirrors fold when you lock the car. If I unlock it one more time, you can see the turn signal. It's plain underneath here. There are blind spot physically in the mirror. Now here's the VIN number, and quick look at the dash. I know it's cloudy, but you can see through. Light sensor, rain sensor, lane assist camera. Double laminated front windshield. We still have this familiar Kia design on the windshield, a little bit unusual. You can see here, so these feel like plastic, but this one is also plastic. I think underneath it's aluminum, but it has this plastic cover. Gray finish, they do look nice. Black shark fin. Now if I back up, let me show you the profile here. So I'm going to unlock it one more time with the lights on. Yeah, it looks nice. Tinted windows on the back. We have classical door handles. You can press here to lock or unlock if you have key in your pocket. And this one, you can pop it here. There's a physical cylinder. You also get a physical key inside this one. Usually there's a piece that you need to take out, but there should be a physical key in this one. Moving on, we have real discs on the back, so no drum brakes for 100 horsepower. Usually that's the case. This one's locked. I think you need to unlock it from the inside. Now let's check out the back here. Car locked itself because I left the geofence zone. Now if you approach it, it should unlock. But I love these new LED taillights. They're nice and sharp. They look almost like a C shape. Not connected on the back, but they really look nice. Tell me in the comments, what do you think of the new headlights and taillights design? I really like them. And as you can see here, we have the Kia badge, Stonic. And let's see if I can get low enough. Maybe you can see the exhaust pipe. I can't. And we still have this little bit silver accent, same as in the front. We have those cat eyes. We have a fog and reverse light in the middle. And of course, parking sensors and rear backing camera. We're gonna see in the separate night video if these are cold or warm lights for the license plate illumination. Now let me open this up. You can see the cargo room. It opens fairly tall. I'm a 2-meter tall person. That's 6.16 feet. So it's tall enough. And you can see the opening button. Now on the top, you have two on both sides, places to grab and close. You can unlock it from the inside. Now this is the cargo room. I'm going to type in the liters. I believe it's unchanged. Now this cover, you can take it off. You have this hook. You can take these off and store it like that, or it can be on the top. Now you can see here there's around 5 fingers of height to the loading area, which is plastic. There are 4 threaded points. There's a warm light and this cubby on the left. And underneath you have a room for a spare wheel, which I haven't checked, but might be an option, or you get this patching kit. And as you can see, you can like lower this down and get extra 5 fingers of depth. So that's that. Seats knocked down, 60/40. Let's close it up. So real nice little crossback. So I gotta say, I like this green color with these black details. It just looks very nice. By the way, the taillights look a little bit warmer, but they're actually red. So it's just the camera. Now, good closing sound, good opening sound. Doors open fairly wide. Now, let's check out the back here. So, hard plastic, expected in this entry model. Powered windows, speaker, water bottle area. And you can see here the textile seats. So, black and gray. There's ISOFIX there. You can put this seatbelt buckle here. So if you want to knock down the seats, this is how it would look. I forgot to raise this up, but if I'm being 100% honest, I think, yeah, okay, I can manage it. So that's how it looks. I thought I wouldn't be able to do this, but I did. So thumbs up for that. Okay, now let's jump inside. Okay, bear in mind, I was sitting on the front. This is a small car. There's plenty of feet room. There is just enough knee room for myself, but I'm afraid I might kick myself in the back, or maybe not. I'm just tight fit. So if you're an average height person, your knees are shorter, you should have more space. Also, if someone shorter is sitting on the front, this would be more forward. You would have okay knee room. 2 USB-Cs for fast charging. Transmission tunnel isn't too tall. Wide, but not too tall. You could squeeze a third person for a short journey. This is stiff. This is wide. Profile for 2 people in the back. And this is the back view. We have handles on all 3 sides besides the driver. No hooks, no hooks. We have warm lights in the interior, and You can see here you can adjust the headrest height. It's same for the front and rear headrest. Let's hear the closing sound. Good closing sound, actually excellent. You can adjust the seatbelt height-wise, and well, here's the headspace. So I'm lacking a little bit if I really want to straighten up, but again, I'm a taller person than the average. If you are, let's say 180, I think you would be touching the top with your hair, but you would be fine. So if you're lower than that, plenty of room. I mean, for kids, there's loads of room. For adults, it's just about enough. So let's get on the front here and just a quick look. New changes, so let's check them out. Same good opening and closing sound. These doors open a little bit wider, so that's on the plus. And same materials. But you can see the switches here. You can manually fold the mirrors, adjust them electronically, disable the rear if you have kids. All power windows, but the driver one is fully automatic. Big water bottle area, and another speaker. Okay, your tire pressure is right there. Pay attention to that when traveling. It says here no step, so try to avoid stepping on this. You can see the carpets by Kia. This is the fuel, so it just pops here. Let me show you that. You can see that one. So it's around 91 or 95. Okay, so that's it. Usually it's 95 here in Croatia. Now we're gonna pop this one at the end of the video. There's a fuse box. Here's your light switch for the LED height adjustment. Auto start stop off, traction off, tire pressure set. Steering wheel is manually adjusted, and you can see the seats. These are quite nice, I have to say. Push up to tilt the top, push up or down for height control, push up to slide back and forward. Now, big bolsters on the top, but decent seats. If you add the top, and let's jump inside. Now, before I close the doors, you can see here the design of this plastic. Yeah, this is something now trendy in the auto industry, suggesting they've used recycled plastic for, saving the environment, or at least that's a PR. Okay, let me switch to wide lens. Now, there we go. So this is the point of view. There's going to be point of view driving video with no comments, and night point of view driving review. Well, I will summon my impressions and the consumption test. Back to the normal lens. Now let's quickly run through the steering wheel. We have a new 2-spoke steering wheel. It's a flat top and flat bottom. So it feels like a sports steering wheel without the bottom connected that we saw on the GT line. Some of you didn't like that 2 colors. I did, but you can have this. So this is the standard one. You have the Kia here a little bit off the center to the right. You have nice physical buttons, driving modes, and this is not a piano black, so that's a huge plus. Here's your light controls. Keep them on automatic. You can push down for the fog light, and wiper controls, front and rear. Now you can see here closed open air vents. There's an air vent shooting to the side. There's another speaker here on the door in the corner towards the A-pillar. The dash is hard plastic. So yeah, on this model, you're not going to be looking for soft touch materials, but design-wise, it looks very nice. And you can see we have 2 screens connected in one big bezel. There's more air vents here. There's a big hazard button, lock, unlock, which car does this by itself when you start driving or stop. We're gonna turn these on later. Wireless charger, start, stop, heated seats on the front, plus heated steering wheel, and parking sensors on and off. USB A and C for fast charging, 12-volt outlet, 180 watts, and again 7-speed automatic dual clutch. So you even have here the Tiptronic You can manually shift gears if you're into that, which is highly unlikely. Electronic parking brake and auto hold, 2 cups, a lot of little storage units, and this feels kind of plasticky. Honestly, it's not plastic, but it's just very stiff. It is covered by leatherette. And push up, so you just take that up. Yeah, there's a little space here with a little carpet at the bottom. Is this a USB? Nope. So my imagination, I guess, or wishful thinking. Glove box. It's decent. Glove box. There's some paperwork here. Warm light inside. And let's transition to the top here. Auto dimming mirror. You can see quite nicely behind yourself. On the top, we have a little compartment. There's a nice spongy material inside. You can put your glasses, and this one's pressable, so you have warm light. You can turn it on like that, off, or when the doors are open. Textile, and this is plasticky. So there's a documents holder. There's a big beauty mirror. Plus, there's this light you can turn on that matches the interior light, and when you leave this, it flips the switch and switches off the top light. So this is not fully covered and it does not extend. It's only reserved for very top models. Now, headroom, plenty of headroom on the front. I can go lower, but then there's no feet room behind me. So bear in mind, if you're a tall person and driving people around, that you might want to go a little bit up. Honestly, actually, I prefer being slightly taller so I can see better around me. The overview around you is quite okay. If you're a taller person, you can even see the hood a little bit. Now, we're going to start the engine. You can see the lights come on. So I'm just going to mute the music here. Now you can have multiple driver profiles. Just gonna say here confirm, and let me just run you through the digital cockpit. So it's nice and big. It looks nice. Now if you press this button, you can switch here through the information on the top. I think I've accidentally pressed this one, so that's that. So once again, this one, you have cycle through these on the top. So you have the compass. You can hold OK for settings, which brings this menu. So I'm going to come back to that later. And here you can cycle through the consumption. So I haven't resetted any of these. I will do my own consumption test. You saw the consumption right there. Digital cockpit is quite nice and informative, and I'm not really sure, can you change this background? I think we're going to find that out. I just picked up the car. These are for the cruise control, lane assist, driving modes. If you press here, you can have the sport, normal, eco. That's that. You can customize favorites, and here you have volume mode is if you have different media sources. Just to come to this one, you can see here we have these shortcuts. So we can choose a map on the top, or you can press on the bottom and then have this as a classical AC control with these nice dials. So that's pretty awesome, but sometimes maybe not too practical. But instead of hitting these are usually accessible through the menu on the top. So let's focus on this main screen. Now you have these side shortcuts. You have your profile. This is the home menu. When you have time, map. Now you can just press here and get into the map. I'm not going to go into details, but this has all the goodies regarding navigation. And here are the apps. So you have the classical climate controls here. Now Kia has very in-depth options when it comes to these menus. So let me just quickly run some music here. Okay, let me just find another station. So you have here DAB or FM, so even AM. Let me just see if I can find something here. Okay, let me see this one. Okay, the sound sounds okay. I haven't really played with the settings, sound settings, so maybe it could be just slightly louder bass, but for a bass speaker, I think this is completely fine. Now, here are the settings. Let me just see here, theme layout, digital clock or none, split screen, cluster theme, link to theme and weather, link to driving mode. So, okay, so yeah, now we're talking. Let's see the driving modes. Ooh, this is the sport mode. It looks quite nice. Let me come a little bit closer. And this is the eco. I think I like this way more. What do you think? Tell me in the comments below. And then you can choose here classical, A, B, and C. It's the same, but you can fix one of these if you want them all the time. So that answered that question. Here we have the display, brightness, camera settings, blue light filter. Not too many cars have this option, but it's quite nice. And not to run through all of these, but I will just go through some of these. So here, someone obviously did play with this. You can do that. Again, a lot of settings inside the settings, or the settings menu. So here's the general. This infotainment is now super fast, works very nice and fast, and I think it's by far best up to date. There are some new settings like the new speed change and overspeed warnings. You can switch that off or have it on, warning methods and so on. Again, I will quickly go through here, excuse me. Cluster, brightness, cluster theme. So that's what we went through. AC, lights, there's some like welcome lights, doors and so on. There's no ambient lights in this trim. I forgot if it was in the GT line. But again, amazing, fast, new infotainment. I don't think I should bother you with going through all of these. You can, of course, link your mobile phone for Android Auto or Apple CarPlay via USB. And this is something if you have kids. Media, you can see all of the sources. And here's the home menu. Okay, so yeah, that was it. And yeah, look at this new, I think this looks way better combined. Yeah, tell me in the comments what you think. And there's going to be, again, a night tour, but you can see all of these lights are mostly white illuminated. These go like that, amber. And yeah, it's a pretty well-equipped car. It has all the goodies, all the features. Maybe one thing is missing here, a blind spot. I think that was maybe in the GT line. I forgot to check now, but otherwise, pretty good car. And cutting in, not to forget the reverse camera. It is not the greatest resolution, but good enough. Serves its purpose for parking. You can play here with these settings, and it's easier to check the screen rather than watching behind yourself. But I do recommend always checking your mirrors and the top behind yourself. It's always more precise rather than checking the cameras, which might sometimes give you a different perspective. Now, engine off. I don't want this to be too long video, but I do want to cover everything. Let me just show you the front, or the engine bay, and we're gonna wrap it there. So just here where the A is, push to the center or to my left. You can see that. You do need to use the little leg here. Next to it is your washer fluid reservoir, and here's the, again, 1.0 liter T-GDi 3-cylinder turbo petrol with 100 horsepower, linked to 7-speed automatic. That's it. I'm gonna let it drop, and that's the end of the new Kia Stonic facelift review. That's it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment below. Check out these separate videos: point of view driving, night point of view driving, what my impressions behind the wheel, and night tour. See you in the next one. Bye.